What's going on, brother? It's 7:15 p.m. I'm out here in the mountains of Thailand. And I just listened to a video by the Conscious Mayo, I think, on YouTube. I guess the algorithm decided that I should watch the video because I've never heard of him before. But the video was pushed to me, and he spoke about his dad committing suicide. And he spoke about the reason for that potentially being because his dad had a porn addiction and got into some issues because of it, because he was hiding it and never told anyone. And it was a vice that was eating him up from the inside. He went on to say some smart things that I agree with about men in general. Basically, all around the fact that men are not living up to their potential, and there's a lot of healing that men have to do. And it kind of inspired me to make this video. I've made a lot of videos on my channel trying to help men, trying to give my perspective on life, and in the hopes that it will help people. I've spoken about a lot of stuff. I've spoken about training, fitness. I've spoken about waking up early. I've spoken about doing the right things. I've spoken about family, money, entrepreneurship, etc. But I see time and time again, and I think society's heading down this route a lot more now, that men are broken in society today. A lot of men don't know who they are, don't know who they want to be. A lot of men's brains are over-sexualized by the culture, by Instagram, by OnlyFans, by Pornhub. And they don't have healthy relationships with themselves, with women, with their family, even with their friends. You know, this affects a lot. It's not easy living in society these days and being healthy and full. Most people medicate with drugs, whether that be weed, cocaine. It's culture dependent, it's country dependent. Alcohol is probably the worst drug of the lot. Cigarettes, whatever it may be, you know, most people medicate their pain through these modalities. They go out and get drunk every weekend, or they can't quit smoking weed because it allows them to disassociate from the world because they're not happy to look within. Or they drink a lot because they're not happy deep down when they're sober. Because when you drink, you can disassociate from your life. And I guess I just want to make this video to come on and tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. There is a better way. I'm 30 years old now. I have a lot of healing still to do. I've come a long way though, and I'm proud of that. There was a point in my life where I thought I was going to end up in a very negative scenario, whether that be prison, dead, or living a life that I hated every single day. But now I live a life that 80% of the time, 90% of the time I love. You know, maybe even more than 90% of the time. I'm very happy with the life that I've created for myself. But man, I still got a lot of work to do. I'm not gonna go in depth on how I was brought up, how I was raised, the things I saw, what I went through, because it's not the time and place for that. Maybe one day, but this is for social media. And if I speak about certain things I went through, it's gonna put people that I know and that are still alive in a lot of shit. So I won't do that, but I will say that the things I saw growing up affected me a lot, and they still affect me to this day. And every one of us has had issues in the past, and I don't even like using the word trauma because it's a buzzword now, and it's looked down upon in some circles. People think it's weak to use the word trauma in some circles. But I've been using this word for 6-7 years before people even know what the word meant. It's only a buzzword lately in the last few years because I was way ahead of this shit. But let's not use trauma, let's just use issues that we've encountered. Everyone's had issues in their childhood when they've grown up that still affect them to this day, right? It's important to understand, and I'm speaking to men right now because I'm a man. It's important to understand that you are more than you think. If you're watching this video, you can probably achieve a lot more than you believe you can achieve. If you're watching this video, you probably have a lot of healing to do. If you're watching this video, you're probably not in the position you want to be, because most people are not in the position they want to be in life. If you're watching this video, you're not you're not truly happy deep down. But there is a way out. There is more. Suicide's obviously not the way out. You know, and rest in peace to the father of the conscious man. I think that's what his name was. Practical steps to get your life back on track is understanding that at the end of the day, man, your mind and the way you view the world is just a combination of the things you've seen in your life, the way you was brought up, the friends you was around, the friends you're around now. Your algorithm on social media influences the way you think. The country you live in, the country you was born in, the habits you have, the information that you watch on YouTube, on TV, the friends you have, the family you have, the conversations you have. Your mind is just a combination of all of those things. It's basically like a computer program. And I've heard it referred to this in a video. I can't remember where I watched it, but your mind is basically a computer program, right? And what that means is you can change that computer program. Let me tell you something now. My mind 8 years ago it's not the mind I have now. My mind 3 years ago is not the mind I have now. I'm very, very different. But most people stay similar for their whole life. They don't achieve their dreams. They don't achieve their goals. They don't really grow too much. They're still doing the same shit at 30 as they was at 21. And that's a sad situation because there's so much out here in the world to do. You need to reprogram your mind and rewire your mind. I haven't completed one of the end stages yet, which is going deep, deep within. I've done this, of course, but there's still work to be done. I haven't gone deep, deep within and cured a lot of my inner issues that were caused by childhood, by growing up, by teenage years, by certain situations. I haven't cured that yet. I haven't cured all of them. I cured a lot of them, but I haven't cured all of them. So I can't sit here and tell you the exact way to do everything because I haven't done everything, but I can tell you that what has helped me a lot is by listening to content like this, by listening to content from people that you respect, that you look up to, or that resonate with you, that are doing better than you, that seem more holistic than you, and fill in your head with that content, fill in your head with good content. Stop watching the Kardashians, or I don't even know what people watch these days. Kardashians is, I don't even know if it's around anymore, but cut out, change your Instagram feed, stop watching this bullshit, stop listening to this bullshit. Listen to good content, quality content, people like Paul Chek, Matthew Walker, who's a sleep expert. He's been on the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan podcast has a lot of good guests on, a lot of healthy guests. Aubrey Marcus speaks about health quite a lot, mental health. Paul Chek, I've spoke about him. These are just people that have helped me. You know, David Goggins is a good one for motivation and overcoming childhood issues. These are the people that help raise me and bring me out of a pit from negativity when I was younger to positivity now. You also want to be training. Physical fitness, it really affects the mind. As we know, the mind is the body. And if we get the mind on point, the body will follow. And vice versa. If we get the body on point, the mind will follow as well. So physical fitness is very important. You want to be sweating. When I say physical fitness, just do what you think is good for you, what you feel best at. But I would definitely say that sweating and cardio is superior to weightlifting. But you can do both, right? But I just think for the mental benefits, taking up a martial art or going for a run or swim or rowing, or maybe not swim, but anything where you're sweating, I think that's the best form of exercise. These are the things that have helped me, you know, leaving the place that you grew up with, traveling the world, because you see a different point of view, you see different experiences. And these are just some of the things that have helped me in my life, and hopefully they'll help you in your life. But overall, understand that if you're dealing with issues, you're not alone. Most men are these days. Everyone's dealing with issues, right? Some people have issues bigger than others. But everyone is dealing with the inner battle with their mind. There's always an inner battle going on with the mind 24/7. It can be something as innocent as the mind's telling me to eat this burger, but I'm trying to not eat this burger because I'm trying to lose weight or be healthy right now, or I don't want to be sick. I don't want to make my body sick. That's an inner battle. Inner battle is your mind's telling you not to go to the gym and lay in bed, but you want to go to the gym anyway. You're going to push through that mental battle in your mind, right? So everyone's going through mental battles, but there's some harder than others, of course. But understand that whatever battle you're going through now, you can beat it. Whatever battle you're going through now has been beaten by somebody else in the past, will be beaten by somebody else in the future, whether you're battling addiction to anything. People have beat that in the future, people will beat that in the past. And you have to understand that your potential is massive in life. I truly believe that the potential of each human is something that probably I can't even fathom, even though that's what I believe. Like, imagine if since I turned 18, just did everything that I knew I should have done. I would be a completely different person right now. And I feel like I'm a pretty good person by most metrics. Like, I'm very proud of myself, what I've done in life. And I live happy basically every day. So, I mean, you know, some people look at me and they're like, wow, look at his life, it's amazing. Or look how happy he is all the time. Like, Jesus, crazy, you know, like. But I could be way better if I would have just stuck to what I should have done from 18 upwards. What that means is my potential is absolutely massive. That's the lizard, sorry about that. We're in Thailand mountains, boys, so, you know, you have to deal with that. But I'll wrap the video up now, because this lizard wants me to do it. But the whole point is that you have limitless potential inside of you, and anyone can do almost anything in this life, man. You really, really can. And I know if you're not in a good place in your life right now, you might not truly believe that. But I wish you could know what I know, because I'm not lying to you. You have limitless potential in your body, mind, spirit, and the things you can do in life are unfathomable to you. You can change the planet.